hate boomers. Yes, I do. I hate boomers. How about you? I didn't used to. And you'd think that's a really mean thing to say. But you know what? I've had enough. I've had enough. So here's my story, which I wasn't even really wanting to tell, but I'm going to tell it because it's my honest opinion of what's going on. So I was at the VA hospital today. Cat's out of the bag. I go to the VA hospital, right? My eye's a little messed up. I needed an ointment for my eye. So I get there at 10 o'clock, and then the nurse says, "Oh, I thought 10 o'clock would be okay, but our nurse isn't here till 12. And then she basically sits me in an office for 10 minutes while she says, "Oh, I think I got another nurse. I'll go get her." So I'm sitting alone in an office in an uncomfortable chair for 10 minutes. And you know what? I appreciate the help that I do get from the VA. But why is it that every time you're in a VA hospital, they always look grungy? It makes no sense. Absolutely grungy. And I've been to normal hospital through community care. Why is it that the normal hospitals look fine? They look clean. They don't look all run down and grungy. The floors don't look like stuff's been moved and then not cleaned, or I don't know. It's not a good look. And honestly, my doctor right now has purple and blue hair. So what the hell, you know? So anyway, so I'm waiting. And then I finally get the nurse. She doesn't take vitals or anything, but she looks at my eye and it all seems very rushed. And then she's like, "Okay, just keep doing what you're doing and we'll give you this ointment." So I go to the pharmacy. I'm trying to make this short and sweet, but it's kind of hard. And you kind of need to give you some context, a little bit of context. So I go to the pharmacy. And I'm waiting. I run to the restroom real quick. I come back and I'm like, "Hey, did you call my number? I know I was in the restroom. Maybe you missed me. So, da-da-da-da-da." She said, "No, you're fine." So I go sit back down. And it's taking a long time. And I'm watching all these people go up to the counter and to the kiosk. And basically what I start to notice is boomers cannot take simple directions. Which I don't understand because they were in the military. So I don't know what happened. I guess they just forgot. They can't stand that they can't just walk up to the window, that they have to go check in at a kiosk. Excuse me. And one of the guys goes and he says, "This is why I don't have a computer." And I'm like, "Oh my God, it's just a kiosk. Relax. Relax yourself. Scan your card. You'll be okay." And then he goes and sits down. And then I hear another guy telling the lady at the window, "Oh, no, stop my medications because we're leaving. We're going to our house." And obviously they have two houses because the boomers always have multiple houses. And then another guy is doing obnoxious yawn thing noises over across the room. And I don't understand. And then there's another guy, he comes in, he's being weird. And then I don't know, they're all just weird. And none of them like that they can't just go straight up to the window and get immediately helped. They gotta jump everybody else and just go ahead of the line and all this stuff. And I get it. It's not a pleasant experience. And then half of them, there's the pharmacy window, and then across the way, there's the laboratory. So that's where you go get your blood drawn and all this stuff. So they keep getting confused and they go to the wrong desk. And I kind of understand that. But I'm watching this happen, right? I'm watching all this happen. And it's driving me absolutely crazy. I'm like, why can't we just sit here and be quiet and wait for our turn? Well, what is so difficult about this? Why do we have to grab for attention? And this is like a playground. This is like a playground for old people. The VA. It just drives me crazy. It absolutely drives me crazy. Another gentleman goes to the window, and I guess he wasn't helped how he had hoped. He leaves the window, and I hear him right next to me, under his breath, grumbling. He goes, "And I'm like, oh my goodness. Can we not cuss in public? Can we not do that? Can we not be obnoxious? Can we just quit cussing in public? Can we quit putting bumper stickers that have curse words in them where children can see them? Can we quit flying flags that say F Biden? And can we quit doing all this MAGA-tard stuff? And can we just quit? Can we quit being obnoxious children for 2 seconds? For 2 freaking seconds. They are the most immature goofballs, and they think they're right all the time, 24/7. It drives me absolutely crazy. And I try to be nice. I try to be like, oh, they're my elders. I've had a couple good conversations with some older people, but for the majority, half the time, their children don't even want to talk to them anymore. And they'll tell you, at the beginning, they'll tell you, oh, my children, I'm so proud of them. Yes, they're so great. And then all of a sudden, you peel back the layers of the onion, and the boomers will start telling you the truth about their children, how they don't talk to them, how they're like potheads, or, oh, my son's a leftist lawyer. Okay, well, you raised him. No, actually, you didn't. You sent them to public school, and then you expected them to know everything that you wanted them to know. So I'm just saying that I'm tired of the obnoxious crap. And they will sit out here and flat out tell me that I don't know what hard work is. I have no discipline. And they'll sit here and they'll rag on us. They think we're all spoiled little brats. Just like I think they're a bunch of spoiled brats with their thumbs up and okay and blah, 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 blah. And then, God forbid you ever sell anything to them that, or try to buy anything from them. Oh, boy. But anyway, that's besides the point. My point is, I'm here sitting at the VA hospital watching children, absolute children, being ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then I find out that they don't even have the ointment that the nurse prescribed. So I gotta wait even longer. And that's fine. I'll take a different one. That's fine. They're like, oh, can we mail it to you? I'm like, well, will I get it tomorrow? Because my eye hurts. I literally said that, and I was like, it hurts. Can I start treating it today? That would be nice. Do I have to drive back? Like, what do you want me to do? So I'm trying to be pleasant, and not be a pain in the butt, because I know they got to deal with these old people all day. So anyway, they get me a different one, and it's fine. It's all good. And, my point is that the day of the pillow cannot come soon enough, because the way that they treat us is abhorrent. And the way that they act is abhorrent. They're not pleasant to be around. Hey, boomers, here's a news flash. No one wants to be around you. And here, I'll say it, no one wants to hear about your cancer. No one wants to hear about it. Everyone is tired of hearing about the ouchies and the boo-boos and how you're spending your last dime to stay on this planet for just a little longer. A little bit longer, when instead you could have just went with dignity and had some kind of an inheritance to your children and your grandchildren. But no, instead, you have to be selfish. And everything you do is selfish. We're tired of it, and you all act the same. You all have the same ideals and the same beliefs and everything. It's so tiresome. It's very extremely tiresome. And I literally don't have the ear for it. I don't want to lend you my ear anymore. I don't want to try to pretend that I'm going to learn something from you, because I'm not. Every time I've tried to learn something from one of these boomers, I get disappointed. That's what it is. And then I'm just trying to get my medicine, and I got to deal with people cussing, and people can't behave themselves, and it's pretty upsetting when you expect better from your people, and then your people are acting this way. And these are my elders, and it's a crap show. So that's all I really wanted to say. And I'm tired of the whole boomer experience. Nothing of value is lost when they go. Nothing, absolutely nothing. They've taught me nothing. They've abandoned me in my life. I have no respect for them anymore because of the way they act. And I tried to be kind and be nice and all this stuff, and I'm done. I'm over it. I don't care anymore. I don't care.